The proposals are unconstitutional. You
Precisely.
cannot, through a bill of parliament, declare Ugandans in the diaspora as foreigners. They are certainly not foreigners. They are citizens of Uganda, and this bill cannot strip sovereignty illegally. It is unfortunate that you can't go to court to stop a bill. You have to wait for it to be enacted to get the court to declare it unconstitutional. But I would urge that there be very serious lobbying, members of parliament. This is a bill that is going to starve households. In Uganda, just like in Kenya, how many families are being supported by their relatives abroad? When our health systems are failing, our education systems are failing, the cost of living is going up. It is the diaspora who are subsidizing the living of so many families. This bill will not only starve people, but it will also kill those who are in need of medical attention, of life-saving drugs that people take, every day for ailments, especially the elderly, diabetes, etc., etc. And even for the young who have lifelong conditions. This is a bill that will violate the rights of Ugandans. It has a clause claiming that it would be economic sabotage for foreigners to give money to Uganda. It's actually economic sabotage by this bill to cause families to starve because their loved ones cannot send money to Uganda. Even the colonialists did not enact a bill like this. It's a bill that should be fought. Use all the people of goodwill in parliament across the parties. Let us speak to the conscience, even of those in NRM. The government will not be able to subsidize their families or the people of Uganda whose lives are being supported by those abroad. And whereas you say Ugandans living abroad are foreigners, why should the government then receive money from World Bank? Those are foreigners. Why should it receive support from foreign governments? This is double speak. It is discriminatory. It is unconstitutional in so many ways, and it should be fought. I just thought since you had asked about it, and I have an opportunity, I've been able to see it. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
But I'll seek to be allowed to live. Yes.
Thank you very much, Council. It has been a pleasure. Yes, the sovereignty bill actually is an attack on our. First of all, it is an attack actually on Uganda's sovereignty. It is not. I mean, it's not the contrary. It is an attack, and it contravenes the Constitution, in particular, Article 29. Free association and free expression of free association. The freedom to assemble, all these are contravened, and then the freedom to participate. So, and then of course it goes to discriminate against Ugandans, and funny enough, the very regime is full of people who are actually not even Ugandans; they are foreigners. And just like you said, I mean, fine. It's wrong for us to remit money home, but the very same regime goes abroad to get money from the IMF, from the World Bank, from the different organizations. So, I mean, come on, this is just double standards. It doesn't really make sense. But again, we have to fight it and using every means possible. And I really think we have the economic sorry, I have to admit, we have the economic muscle to fight back. So we are not going to be deterred. We are not going to be cowed. We are not going to be intimidated. And I think we're going to fight back full force, to make sure that we liberate our country.
The last point on that bill, imagine in Kenya, the highest foreign exchange earner is the remittance of the diaspora. In Uganda, I'm sure the remittance of diaspora is equally heavy.
It is so heavy. When it the is government 2.3 billion, more than any export earnings from any, we actually, yes.
So it's same as Kenya. So bringing this bill is self-sabotage by the government of Uganda. If the diaspora ceases to send money, then the system will collapse. They'll have no foreign exchange. So I do not understand at all who has suggested the bill, but let people of goodwill fight it because it is against the people of Uganda. Yeah. And allow me now to leave. I hope to stay for 1 hour. I've said one and a half.
Great. Thank you very much.
My respect to the people's president and best wishes, and I'm sure we'll have occasion to communicate with him. Yeah.
Thank you very much. We shall relay your greetings, Council. Thank you very much.
Aluta continua, comrades.
Aluta continua.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes. Yeah, you're very right. I think that the bill clearly is a sabotage. I mean, we remit 2.3 billion yearly. Mm-hmm. So that is no small. That is no pocket change. I think we're running the economy. So I think we must realize how much power we have, and we have. The question is just how we leverage this power that we have. I think if the regime was, if it was a bluff, we know that this bill is targeting the opposition, is targeting the president-elect. They think they are going to cripple, opposition, but I think they will be shooting themselves into the foot. So I think we can really use this economic muscle to cripple this regime in just a matter of months. And I think that is where we need to head in our next discussion, in our strategy, how we mobilize, how we leverage this economic muscle to really push back on this very, very unfair, unjust, and very evil bill. Comrade Marvin, please, I would like to hear from you. If you can give us an update and the way forward. Maybe in the meantime, I could. Robert, are you around? Yes, Comrade Marvin.
All right, yeah. Comrades, thanks for joining in. For those who just joined in, His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert Bobiwine is engaging with members of the Boston community and looking at this is the Zoom link for those who managed to get access to it in our WhatsApp group, and the Zoom link just sort of accessing it. But later on, we are going to connect directly on the ground in Boston to relay for you each and everything ebigenda maaso nenga mwebale okubeera nga mutweyunze kakangezi kolwaleero njagala kubeera nga mbatuusako buli kigambo His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu bati kyagenda okubeera nga ayogera. Mbale ndabako amawulire awo aga NTV emboozi nga bwe mugimanyi already. His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu ali mu kuteeka kkomawo essaawa yonna lindirira. Yes, lindirira. Njagala nshalingire video eno fa and wide. His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert agenda okubeera nga ayinako kigambo kyonna ekimufuluma mu kamwa ng'agawalayo muli bayitirivu nnyo abalinze bangi kumwe mwasubiddwa ebigambo bya Joe, mwasubiddwa omukolo gwa Joe, mwasubiddwa ebyabaddewo olunaku olwa Joe. His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert we yabadde nga ali mu kuweebwa engule eya Hero of Democracy 2026 by the Renewed Democracy Initiative. Twabadde wano paka budde ku makya kuba ffe twasayininga kukola kino nze nganze. So for those who missed, I already put up for you all the speeches, His Excellency Bobiwine's performance as revolutionary tracks yabakubiddemu wali uplifting their morale and all that kind of thing, as well as the entire session nga we yabadde osobola okuddayo n'ogiraba video siziteratingayo zisigalayo. So gwe wena eya missings olunaku lwajjo, you can just visit this platform obeere nga omanya buli kimu kyewa missings. Naye ndowooza engeri gy'oli nti oli wano as of right now, message lwalo togenda gisubwa, making sure nti ebyandikutataaganyizza obimaliriza bukyali, obeere nga tosubwa anything.
Chapter, Loop UK chapter, and the MPs are very cooperative with us, and they are expressing, they are telling their government what is going on in Uganda. The onus is on us to stand firm and still continue showing what is going on. Apart from that, recently we lost our comrade who is in incarceration, comrade Alex Mufumbiro lost his dear wife, and yes, UK was very active in seeing her off. UK contributed the modestly figure in supporting the burial preparations, and we are still continuing dealing with the foot soldiers who are in prisons, about their welfare and all the activities of the struggle which are going on. UK is very active, and we just informing you that our commitment is unquestionable about that. Unless there is a question, that is what I can say about UK. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the update. We appreciate the the resilience of the UK team. You've really been doing a wonderful job, and I think the UK still remains one of the pressure points that we need to really crack. I think the US has kind of responded. The EU has kind of responded. There's still a lot of resistance in the UK, and I think that is where we really need to bring pressure to bear on on Keir Starmer's government. I think there's a lot of resistance. Understandably, we have, of course, a sizable population of Indians of Ugandan descent, and they have they wield a lot of power. So I think we have to keep pushing, and until they also admit that the dictatorship in Uganda is not an end to do any business with. So thank you very much. Please, ladies and gentlemen, raise your hand and speak as we wait, because this is your forum. This is your meeting. Please raise your hand, and then we speak as we wait for Father Omara Simon Peter. Please unmute and speak. Let me see. Please raise your hands, and I'll pick you. So, basically, what we want to know is really a reflection on the current, political landscape, the political situation in Uganda, and the way forward. That is really what we want to. That is what we want to discuss at this juncture. how would we move forward? What is the way, how would we mobilize? How do we organize? Our victory was stolen, and we cannot allow the regime to get away with it. No, we must reclaim our victory. So where is the way forward? Yes, Omar, Simon, Peter, please take the mic, take the floor.
Yes, it's a very good evening from Uganda. I would like to thank all comrades who have taken time to join this evening session. Uganda, yeah, things look very harsh. Now, the position is being taken as the principal enemy of the government. If we look through since after this general election, things which was moving around totally unconstitutional, yet this government said they're very legitimate. How come someone who say has won the election with 71% keep threatening someone who said has got 24%? That is not right. They went ahead to introduce the sovereignty bill. The bill is just targeting a few groups, the civil society organization. This one I might say political parties. So as of today, they came out through their notice that starting from today to 24th, the public should submit their opinion and views on the sovereignty bill to the clerk of the parliament, so that will be taken to Committee on Legal Affairs for scrutiny. If you look through the bill, it put Ugandans in diaspora also at risk about their family member who has remained back in Uganda, about the remittance, the receiving. Also, government want to be having the power over it. That's totally not right. We have seen that such a bill also in Ethiopia, it doesn't succeed. We saw it in Kenya, it doesn't succeed. So Uganda now is trying to inherit it, and it will not succeed by the power of the people of Uganda. And Uganda as a country also depend on the foreign aid, so there's no way that they have to restrict foreigners, because in this bill, if you look at it thoroughly, it might also be taking away the foreigners out of the country, which are the major employer to the people of Uganda. So in our various capacity, for us who are in the country, who are in Uganda, we have to take the serious decision to submit our opinion direct to clerk of parliament, because the more we raise our voice, that's the more out there feel the pressure. Thank you very much.
Thank you, comrade. Where are you speaking from? Comrade.
Uganda.
Yeah, Uganda. Which part of Uganda?
Northern Uganda. This one I'm more.
Good. What is the situation like? I know people have been very people have been demoralized in a sense, and but with the fact of the matter is the fight is still on. We've not lost. We may have lost the momentum, but the fight is still on. So what is your what is the temperature, if I may, amongst the people? Do they still have hope? Have they lost, or are they still fighting on? Do they have the spirit to fight on? In your view?
In my view, in every platform which I normally follow, people still believe that this current government is not legitimate. The legitimate government that keep it silence, destroying their members so that they feel excluded among this one, the majority of the citizens. So as of Uganda now, people already know how election went and who has won. That is it.
Good. Thank you. So, comrade, keep talking to our people. Let's keep the morale. Let's keep up the morale. People should not lose the morale. The president has merely retreated. This is what it's called: attack a tactical retreat. That is what it is, to mobilize, to organize, and come back. So that is the message that we should keep giving our people so that they don't lose morale. The fight is not over. It's not over until it's over. That is keep that message going around, comrade. Thank you. Comrade Hood, please take the mic. Thank you.
Hello. Yeah, I was just requesting you to mute me because I can't mute myself.
All right. Let me see what I can do.
I don't know why.
It shouldn't, because you have. Yeah. Let me just see. Mute. Okay. Yes, you're now muted. Comrade Omar, please. This is your meeting. This is your platform. Please raise your hand and give us your opinion. What do you think? What should be done? Where are you calling from? What is the political temperature where you're speaking from? Are people losing hope? Are people still, hopeful? Are they fighting? How do we encourage them, to keep fighting? Please ask for the mic, and it doesn't matter. You can speak in Luganda, you can speak in English, or, any language you are comfortable speaking. Please, yeah. So, yes. Mr. M.H., please unmute and speak to us. Let's see, M.H. Yeah, I'm trying to. Yes, MH, please.
Okay, thank you very much, Joe. I just wanted to tell you that I'm from close there at X, and okay. Your voice is passing through there, and both the voice in the event inside and your voice, so it is creating an alternation of voices. So I had just come to tell you that we can find a way to handle that so that the people at X can get a way of listening to either here or to what is in the hall. So if the person... Yeah.
Wait a minute. Are we having two parallel events?
No, it is one event, but what I mean, on X, we are listening to what is in the hall, directly, the speeches in the hall, and at the same time listening to you.
Wow. It wasn't supposed to be like that.
Yeah, so we are getting that issue there. But I just wanted to tell you that.
I've tried to reach out to Comrade Marvin. For some reason, I haven't been able.
And you see, someone is saying it's actually 3 different platforms. So basically, we have to handle that clearly because we have Council Jonathan is on X. And what Council Martha was discussing here, it was in the same spirit what Council Jonathan was speaking on X. So we want both of the things to be at the same path so that we can
be synchronized. Exactly.
To be synchronized, because Council Jonathan is the head of the legal department of the National Unity Platform. And Mama Martha Karua is a person who has fought for constitutionalism since day one. And the president, when he comes in, we want everything to be on the same page. So I had to come in here so that you can know, you can be in and of that, and we see how we can work that out. Because Marvin went out to pick the president. I talked to him, he went out to pick the president so that the president can come in the hall. It won't take long. But so guys who are here...
Then he's going to handle, to manage the technical glitch, because I actually was looking out for Council Elotu.
He is with us. I don't know if let me see. But the problem, the people in the hall are also, the volume is up, because I could link Council Jonathan to here so that we can have one conversation. He is actually online right now, and he is ready to discuss the sovereignty bill as someone who has looked into it and someone with the legal foundation.
Absolutely.
So the people in the maybe you can talk to someone in the hall to mute the X.
No, we're not even hearing the hall.
For us, we are hearing the whole, but we don't know what's happening.
So kindly speak to Marvin to see how he can synchronize, the different platforms.
Okay,
That was
the
intention.
Marvin is out, but for me, the good thing I can be in both. So I will see how to handle that. But so far, you're good to go. But I believe I want to tell the people who are on the Zoom meeting one thing: we are in this and we are winning. This dictator has touched something that is untouchable. And I'm telling you categorically clear, if you're listening to me, brothers and sisters, we are going to liberate a country called Uganda. Touching on the sovereignty bill, which gives you power as a citizen, and saying that the minister can wake up in the morning and revoke your citizenship. A person who is born in Uganda, your birthright, taking away your birthright. In America, you saw people were fighting for the 20th or the 5th Amendment or whatever. That if a person is born in America, he automatically becomes an American. But they are taking away your right, you, a person. They are taking away your land. Remember, when you are a non-citizen, or when you're not a Ugandan, you can't own land. A foreigner is not allowed to own any property in the Republic of Uganda. So it means you can work and make money and buy properties and do everything, but if they get to know that you're not in the country, even if you have left 1 week, and they want to take your land, they will take it and they will sit in this bill and say, or in this law and say, you were a foreigner by that time. So we utilize something of a foreigner. So a foreigner, you can't claim something that wasn't legally yours by the law. So there is a lot of hiccups. We are losing our identity. And these people are here to take away our land. When you lose land, you lose your identity. When you lose Article 1, which is the foundation of the Constitution, which says that power belongs to you, and they say allegedly power belongs to you, automatically they are killing you from within. So there is a lot happening, and we ought to rise up. We ought to say enough is enough. Are we just going to be on spaces, to laugh, to drink, to move? I saw the Zimbabweans are going in London. They are going to the American embassy, I think, in London. Can we Ugandans join them? Can Kenyans join them? Can we form the Jumuiya or the Jumuiya, whatever, of young people, of all able-bodied people from across all walks of lives? Can we stand in solidarity and fight for this country or for this Great Lakes region? I think this is a time we need to rise and unite. As you saw, Mama Martha Karua was here. The Zimbabweans on space are there. I'm here seeing a lot of my brothers from Zimbabwe. And that's why I got the information of what is happening. You saw the Congolese are more than ready to join us. I believe it is high time, as these dictators are also uniting to place us. Can we unite to place them back? So I had to make that presentation. Some people, they call me Ndio Stinger on X. And some people, they call me So Ugandan, and Joe knows another name. That's me. And let me coordinate so that we can have a better conversation. You will forgive us for what is happening with the people on X, but I'm working across the board to see that everything is in order. Thank you very much for your take. May God be with you. The people who are either on, you're also on YouTube, on Owomukisa TV. People on Owomukisa TV, we salute you. People on JB Muwonge, we salute you. People on X, we salute you. We are going to work together to see that this conversation goes on and on very well. And the president will be ready to answer your questions when he comes in. Don't run away. Immediately when the president comes in, you can ask in your questions. He will answer you. That is the town hall meeting. Thank you very much, the virtual people who are listening in. Salute, my brother Joe. I can leave it up there.
Thank you, comrade. Please don't forget to remind Marvin. Incidentally, the president just popped in. I was about to acknowledge his presence, but then I think he's out. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is, I think we're experiencing a glitch. What was to happen was the 3 different platforms to be synchronized. That is Zoom. We're relaying the event on Mr. President is just, let me see. Yeah, so we're relaying the, so we're relaying the events on X, on Zoom, on Twitter. On TikTok. So, but apparently, I think there is a problem that hasn't been sorted. So we really should be, we should be hearing from the same audience.
All right. For those who just joined in, of course, His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu is going to be engaging with the diaspora community residing in Boston, and the theme is United for a New Uganda, a global town hall in Boston. In brief, uniting the diaspora to restore democracy back in this our country, Uganda. Uganda has been under Museveni dictatorship for the past 40 years, and known by the will of the people of Uganda, by force, by the will of the gun. And we, as the youngest generation or our youngest population on this planet, we are saying enough is enough. Iranga chikigenda okubeeranga kituyambako okutwala Museveni in charge. That's the only solution we've got to say bye to Museveni. We tutavaayo kwekuma mu gutaaka bana basajja tubatwale in charge. Yagala gana kiriza lekayo akasajja kagenda tufuga mutabani we atufuge muzzukulu we atufuge eggwanga lisebengerera buli lucha. It reminds me of His Excellency Bobiwine's words nti buli Museveni gyagenda maaso nga akyeremeza mu buyinza eggwanga lyaffe lidde emabega buli lunaku lidde emabega emyaka ng'egyo ng'etaano. It's going to require lots and lots of efforts ne bange dene eggwanga lyaffe oditereza odizaawo. It's unfortunately funny and as well as unbelievable nti Museveni, the election thief, is about to swear himself in just a few weeks from now. But when you patrol and scroll through the Electoral Commission official website, you might think we've never had any other election since 2021. Remember, we had an election that His Excellency Bobiwine overwhelmingly won on the 14th of January 2021. Of course, he won, but just like it happened recently on the 15th of January, Museveni nakabba. Those are the only results that reflect on the official website of the Electoral Commission. Remember, we had this election almost how many months now? On the 15th of January this year, and up to today, there isn't anything, of which the law says, is it 9 days? The Electoral Commission, I think, is given 9 days to post those results. I'm not so sure. I don't have that fact at the back of my mind. Nekyemmanyi ebbanga teriyina kutuuka eno nga ensi tenabakutegeera byalangirira yabijjawa. Naye, of course, me and you both know that whatever results they read out on that day, they were just manufactured. They don't have they've never found a solution to back their numbers up. Kyobalabanga kibatwalidde ebbanga ddene bafunye obuzibu n'okusoomoozebwa kw'amaanyi nnyo okubeera nga babuulira ensi Museveni 72 yazijjawa. The fact of the matter is, it is His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert who won with 72%, and Museveni somewhere, was it 27? Somewhere there. There's just swapped. They just swapped. At this stage, mukimanyi bulungi nnyo. So I don't know, you guys, mwalabye ku byabakama since then. Naye the guy disappeared mysteriously. I've never seen him anywhere ever since that day. We bamujja ku kisaawe, we basomera results kipayopayo, bamuddusa ekikumi nga bakimanyi nti no byasome bya kisiru. Abantu bayinza okwekumamu ogutaaka ne bamuddusaawo. Mwana ayinza omukanyugira ejjinja. era ayinza omukuba ekiyinja ku mutwe n'afiirawo. So kuba it is the will of people gye bali mu kuzanyirako. Taladdangamu kulabika, simanyi maybe mmwe eyo gye muwangalira muyinza okuba mumulaba, naye ffe ne waffe ne TV ze tulaba n'amawulire ge tusoma siddangamu kulaba ku musajja oyo, oba naye ali mu basement, I don't know. Naye nga for those of you abaka joining in nako lwaliro, His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu ali Boston, agenda kuba engaging ne community y'Abaganda bafe awangalira. Tulina banna Uganda abawangalira mu community Boston bayitirivu nnyo, as well as friends of Uganda, nga si bana Uganda naye nga bakwano ba Uganda. Yes, so era nga baagaliza Uganda ebirungi. All those people bagenda kubeera wali batudde dda obwedda waggulu awo waliwo ka division akalagiramu hall mwe bali nga batuuka webuna ebifo batuula here and there balinda His Excellency Kyagulanyi. Anytime soon tugenda kubeera nga tubeyungako anytime soon. Zoom link y'abano nno kirabika ebuze bafunyemu buzibuzibu. There is a technical glitch. This broadcast is casting live on X via X Spaces, as well as on Zoom, as well as on ground in Boston. Wano mu kifo kino mwabamanyi Boston, Church Hill, Church 75, Church St. Waltham. There it is, the location where His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu but n'abana Uganda, as well as friends of Uganda bakungaanidde okubeera nga ayogerako nabo nga bwe yayogeddeko ne baganda bafe ab'omu New York. For those of you who were here that night, it was late in the night when batuusaako town hall meeting ya New York. So this time round ali Boston. Of course ebigenda maaso mu ggwanga laffe Uganda si birungi n'akamu, byetaagisa input yo tobirekera mulala. Nsiiba nzijukiza abantu ekintu kino. In most cases human nature ina engeri gye pushing responsibilities ku muntu omulala, ebintu emwe birina okukolebwa. Naye wekituuka ku nkyukakyuka gye twagala ng'abana Uganda, tewabaawo muntu n'omu akulimba, tewali muntu n'omu ayina buvunaanyizibwa kukola ekyo gwe kyolaba ekirina okubeera nga kikolebwa. It is your responsibility. Era nga mu kino nsiba nzijukiza baganda bange bonna bentera okunyumya nabo, badda nyina ne gwe nyumya naye olwaliro ku makya ne mujjukiza ne mugamba nti nno oyina kwesiga ggwe, because gwe amanyi obusobozi bwo, gwe amanyi weakness yo, gwe amanyi shortcomings zo, gwe amanyi potential yo, gwe amanyi ky'osobola okukola ne ky'otasobola kukola, instead of putting that trust in someone else's abilities and obusobozi. Omuntu oyo mulala gw'oteekamu obwesigwa ajja ku disappointing, ate addeyo endi obeere nga onafuye. Naye obeera nga weesize ggwe mu ekyo ky'obeera osobola okukola, wobeera nga osobola kuvaayo kwogera, weesige ekyo oveeyo oyogere on a daily basis. Oleme kugamba nti waliyo gundi ajja kyogerako bajja kimala, munnange tajja kyogerera tajja kimala, paka ggwe ng'okoze eki ng'okikoze. Kubeera kyetaagisa kuvaayo kwekalakasa, tewali muntu mulala n'omu agenda kuvaayo kikola mbu there is a specific group of people abalina okukola ebyo. Nedda, igwe okubanga kuvaayo kuyamba mwana wa Kibalama ng'okirowoozezzaako, tolowooza nti waliyo omuntu mulala agenda okikola. Nedda, ggwe oyina kwesiga busobozi bwo, oyina kwesiga ggwe, oyina kwesiga kiki ggwe ky'osobola kuyamba mu revolution eno. Naye nga at the end of it all, those small dots sum up together ne kivaamu ekintu ate ekyomugaso, era nga ensonga lwaki ever since His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu we yafilipinga akatambi k'obulamu bwe obwa celebrity life, music, business, artist n'ebisigadde bye yali akola, n'ajoininga active politics, okusomoozebwa afunye kungi nnyo. N'abana Uganda bonna abakkiririza mu ekyo kyakkiririzaamu ekya Uganda empya bafunye okusomoozebwa kungi. naye olw'ekyo kye mbagambye ensonga lwaki tukyaliwo up to now ojja kwekanga nga baganda baffe abamu olugendo luno baalukongokako olw'ebizibu ebiteebereka naye ng'ate waliwo abaaluvaako olw'okubeera nti nno baabeera disappointed ng'oli yagenda ne yeesiga mpuuga oba nfuna bulungi nga yagenda ne yeesiga ono omusajja w'obulevu obweru erinnya linva mu mutwe omanyi ne bagamba nze saagala kuteeka mannya gaabwe mu mutwe kuba tebatuyamba tebatugasa ono omusajja w'e Masaka kamala okugenda ku comment section musooke mumumbuulire omusajja w'e Masaka oyo bamuyitaani oyo sooka omuntu era ono waakalevu omusajja atunula ng'abali b'enkwe omuntu era mu comment section erinnya linva mu mutwe sooka oteekaawo Rosia Kiwanuka Proselake sooka oteekaawo inino omusajja w'ekimanya waliyo ono werubaga akasibante then wabeerawo nawe mujjukiza erinnya ono omusajja yeesimbawo okuba pulezidenti bamuyitaani teeka Abedi Bwanika mulongo babiri we bali kunzijukiza Abedi Bwanika yes Abedi Bwanika kati waliwo baganda baffe abaavaako ku lugendo luno nga beesiga bannaabwe abalala nga beesiga abantu abalala you get nga yalowooza nti musajja nga Abedi Bwanika agenda bimala munnange nedda nga yalowooza nti no mpuuga agenda bimala kati mpuuga we yali ebitaano bambi n'abeera so disappointed agamba omusajja oyo so never put your trust y'ekintu ekirina okukolebwa ne pulezidenti waffe asiba kibagamba toteeka trust y'ekintu ekirina okukolebwa omuntu omulala nti waliyo omuntu omulala agenda okikola nedda in one or the other actually ensonga lwaki ebintu ebimu tebitambula na kutambula igwe kulowooza nti ekintu ekirina okukolebwa waliyo omuntu omulala agenda okikola tewali muntu omulala agenda kikola okujjako ng'ovuddeyo nze ye modus operandi yange nti wembasize baweereza live broadcast eno ku connectinga byuma ne connectinga wali nga president waffe wali in New York bagenda mu award mbeera mmanyi tewali muntu mulala agenda kikola era mbanyi no making sure nti nyina no okuweereza abantu ebigenda maaso e New York wali president waffe nga bamuwa award kikyo nakyambala n'ekirikamu era mbeera mpulire banja era nga ngamba ine banja ngadde nnyo like there is one I missed nga president yali luddawa the other night neerabidde gye yali ayina university gy'aliko I got to know about it late nagenda okuzuukuka nga yawedde nempulira bubi nnyo ng'ate yali casted on TikTok. Remember TikTok tetereka live videos and unless you are the owner of that TikTok account, that's when you can access the back end where the videos are stored and you can easily retrieve it, download it and relay it on any other platform, not like Facebook. So I really felt bad ngamba so naye nagenda okutunulamu nga ku Facebook ona tewali muntu n'omulala yakoze eki eyagiraze nekinzijukiza kiri nti sebo obuvunaanyizibwa olaba tewakikoze era tewali yakoze eki so kyekyo ye point kyengezaako okubagamba nti obusobozi bw'ekintu okukolebwa tolowooza nti no waliyo omuntu omulala gwe nga gwe sekinnoomu kamala okupatrolingako wano ku platforms endala omuteeketeeke abateeketeeke gwe akatabo wakanya Museveni his excellence yagenda nako Boston yagenda nako e New York atambula nako buli wagenda gwe kachanga afulume eggwanga lino Uganda wali owuliddeko muteeketeeke kyowe bitiibwa abambala amakooti abasiba amataayi nga oyinza okugamba ensingo eyinza okugwa wakola bwati abambala amagaalubindi gano ng'amaaso oyinza okulowooza gagenda ggwanga agono omusajja ono mbidde mukasa oyinza okugira bwati ne gavaamu ne gagwa ng'alina oteekako gagoz oba gaalubindi abo ani gwe wali owulidde kachanga his excellence Kyagulanyi ava mu Uganda temporarily mujjukire nti yagamba I'm just temporarily leaving this country to go and further this struggle nga nsinziira Bulaaya okusisinkana ba policy makers okusisinkana ba influential partners nga ensonga badde azitambuza naye we yava of course bayogera bingi actually nawulidde Basumani basalirwa amabegako yagambye mbu His Excellency Kyagulanyi takyalina masanyalaze ga byabufuzi naye osooka ne weebuuza ever since His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert left this country, still the conversation has been rotating around his name. Even in his absence. Yonna jali. Radios, TVs, TikTok pages, wabanyampi, channels wenjawulo butuuza abanyampi. They are all discussing one man. Even the demolition of houses ezigenda maaso. To the point nti ba Museveni propagandists and naysayers bavaayo ne bawa abantu sente oli gwamenyedde akayumba ate n'anenya Kyagulanyi. You get my point. Oli gwamenyedde akayumba n'anenya Kyagulanyi n'ogamba ono musajja alya mmere kitu gimma abaana baleme kulowooza bwe batyo. Nalaba omukazi bamumenyedde akayumba ke bamumenyedde waakolera ate ali mu kunenya Kyagulanyi. Kyagulanyi byonna gwabireese bannange nze wantama nnyonyonyo. Nengamba naye simply because they are staged. Maybe she wasn't even the owner of that kioski. I don't remember whether it was a house or a kioski. Kebamenyao. Nga maybe balowooza they are going to score if someone muntu ngo yavaayo ate ekyokumenya amayumba n'akinenyeza Kyagulanyi. You get so ever since he left linnya liri ligenda maaso. Wandisuubidde nti bano abadde bajja batweyagalirako abadde bajja batugamba nti bo basoma nnyo politics abadde bajja batugamba mbu bo they are bannannyini kutegeera byabufuzi. Amaloboozi gaabwe wandibadde maybe ogasuubira ku sovereignty bill wandibadde ogasuubira ku kumenya abantu the building act etteeka lye baleeta ery'okuzimba naye bonna balinze omuntu ogwo omu kati ndowooza bakitegedde nti buli generation ebeerako n'abakulembeze baayo buli generation ebeerako n'omukulembeze waayo omukulembeze waffe generation eyo eno muntu ogwo omu Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert gwe n'owonaakola otya bamwogeredde ebigambo okuva we yayingira via Kyaddondo East MP paka kati naye golooza lwaki abantu tebamuvangako nga buli waayita ate no munnange si Uganda yokka gwe nakulabidde mwe abaasubidde olunaku lwajjo mwe temusubwanga omukolo gwonna nga His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu aguliko tosubwanga okwogera kwa His Excellency Kyagulanyi omekinganga sure nti buli wagenda okulabikira oba agenda kwogera oba agenda kukwata bukwasi microphone obeerawo ne weetegereza ne waba byagenda okwogera wabiwuliriza eggulo mwe mwasubidde eggulo temumanyi live video weewooma bino ebyokulaba pre-recorded tebinyuma kiri ekintu ekyokubeera nga omulaba live nga kyali mu kukola nga wookiraba ku screen wekiri wali omanyi live ekintu kiba happening in real time gwe tomanyi live video eyo weewooma tomanyi kintu ekyo wekiva ku bino byolaba nga byawedde dda gwe omusajja ayogedde ebigambo ye lwaki nga tukyalinze wano lwaki si bibaddizaayo bantu mmwe kambi baddizeeyoko abaasubidde oba abandyagadde okubyeyongeza okubiwoomerwa musooke mubiwoomerwemu mulaba mutya mumbuulire mu comment section yawo waliwo ambuuza gye byosulawa oyagala kunkyalirako oba oyagala kunsiikirayo kicepere nedde ekyo kibuuzo sijja kikuddamu ekyo ekibuuzo sijja kikuddamu naye nga nsula ku kitanda mu nnyumba yange yeah. Okay kansooke mbakoleremu kaagundi ako mwaba abatabaddewo
Uganda is under the rule of General Yoweri Museveni, a military
just one just tuli mu kulindako the other function to kick off, and immediately once it kicks off, I can see their Zoom link. It had some technical issues. Maybe in the processing and chabalaga wano, let me also try as much as I can to reconnect to either on the ground in Boston, or I don't know, maybe they've opened up a new Zoom link. Let me try to as well. Nesoko there.
Dictator who's been ruling our country for 37 years.
He gave up the life of a pop star to fight for a nation of 50 million and stand up for freedom around the world.
You know, dictators always stand with each other. That is why mainly the dictators in Africa outrightly supported Putin.
The leader of Uganda's democratic opposition. The regime forced him into exile.
Brian, the UN, local and international human rights groups are all criticizing the Ugandan government for the extreme violence the opposition is facing.
But they can't shake his optimism.
Do you think that there are conditions under which you could go back to Uganda?
I intend to go back to my country. This is not a third world country. We only have third world leaders.
Please get on your feet for our 2026 hero of democracy, Bobiwine.
Still not silenced. When I demand for my rights, they label me a rebel. Anyway, I'm not a criminal. I swear I'm not a criminal. Being political don't make me criminal. I swear I'm not a criminal. Speaking out don't make me no. This is the message to all governments, expressing what's exactly on the Ugandans' minds. I say we are fighting for freedom. Freedom cabins with voice from a freedom. We are fighting for freedom. We are fighting for freedom. Free all the political prisoners. We are fighting for freedom.
Okay, yeah, His Excellency amaze okutuuka mu kizimbe. Let me take you to Boston. I'll relay for you this later. Naye nagibatereddeyo dda mwabagisubiddwa. Genda gwe bugenzi olabe naye kasooke batwaleko wano Boston. His Excellency wamu ne Babi Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. She's already in the building. Mwali nnyo.
I'm so excited. Your Excellency, Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. My name's Saidi Rwanga, the chapter leader from Washington State, Oregon, and Idaho. Ugandans, I have two things. Our president is here, is the recognized president of the Republic of Uganda. He was voted. Our demand is for the US government to support us so that he can sit in his seat. And of course, you Ugandans, Mr. President is not going to go on the street. He's not going to do anything. He did his part. Ugandans, let us stand together and fight and make sure our president is at Entebbe. With those few remarks, I'm going to yield my chance, but we are here, we are excited. The president is in the room with the First Lady. But before you go, bannayuganda kantankaze mu Luganda. Tuli wano mwenna mulina passport abamu n'abatalina simanyi. Naye bw'osiŋŋaana omuzungu akugamba ova mu nsi ki? Ku ssaawa ya leero pulezidenti waffe yatugamba mujja kiwulira. Era ku ssaawa zino oba oli wano mu Amerika bwe bataakuzzeeyo naye tolina gyojja kubeera nawano tujja kuba tolina woobeera. Tulina kwegatta tujjeko omusajja agende e Rwanda. Mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala.
People power. People power. Hey, Mr. President, you're welcome. First Lady, you're welcome. Protocol observed. You are also called. Let me see. How many are here and they are Ugandans? If you're Ugandan, okay. We're gonna sing one song. People power. NUP is our party. People power is our power. NUP is our party. Chagulanyi is our president. Chagulanyi is our president. Let me tell you something. You are what you are because you believe in what you are. Repeat after me. You are what you are because you believe in what you are. Do you understand that? Yes. My name is Dr. Elvis Barikalaba. I'm your Diaspora treasurer. 26 years ago, I was here in Boston. I'm happy to see my pastor. I was your interpreter, you remember? 2002, 2003. That's how I learned how to speak. I wasn't able to speak by that time, but thank you so much. I came back, a fighter. That fighter in the Bible, I'm now fighting to remove the dictator. Thank you so much, Pastor. People of Boston, I'm here as your executive diaspora treasurer for the National Youth Platform. And in the capacity that I'm here, I want to thank all of you for your help, your donations. We managed to run the campaign and the president is here. Thank you so much. I can't say nothing much, but I just want to thank all of you, the diaspora, wherever you are, the people of Boston who are hosting us. Mwakola nyabe Boston. I want to thank you so much. I won't disclose, but if you call me and call me, I'll tell you what you did. You guys are amazing people. Thank you so much. I'll come back later as we move on. President, you're most welcome. People power, our power, NUP. Everywhere. People power, our power, people power, NUP. Everywhere. NUP. Agreement get witaga tugenda mu lutalo bannange, we are fighting to change our country for the better. Mulangira Juko, NUP Toronto chapter leader. That means Canada is here. Yes. Mr. President, protocol observed. Tusanyuse nnyo Abakanada okubeera wano. Tukkiriza nti if you are diaspora tuli team emu ya one team. Nga tugenda kuzayo president waffe nga ye president omutuufu w'eggwanga. Buli omu ky'okola, everyone whatever you're doing every day in the morning when you wake up, buli ky'okola okuva bw'ozuukuka ne weebaka, kola ekyo ekigenda okukyusa ensi yaffe Uganda. Kola ekyo president waffe ky'atugamba okulaba nti bwebeera gy'oli mu nnyumba yo ng'oli president Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. Beera mu kyokola kyonna nga you see that I'm gonna change the country tomorrow. I'm fighting a dictator who has been there for 40 years. That means kyenwanyisa si kyangu. Mpola mpola tulwane nga tuli muntu omu nga diaspora. I came with my colleagues, Mr. Chawaku, Western Culture, Western Chapter, Edmonton, Canada.
I came with Comrade Ambogo from Ottawa, chapter leader Ottawa. And let me take this opportunity, I'm inviting you for this conference. It's going to be organized by Comrade Mbogo from Ottawa. So we're having a conference in Canada. Mr. President, I think we're going to be with you. Please, inshallah. Banange ebigambo tulina ebigambo bingi nnyo ebyokwogerako naye nga Canada tetujja kuzikiza. Tuli gumite, tuli ki? Tuli gumite. Tumanyi nti bwe tuli mabega w'omutuufu, tuli mabega wa pulezidenti waffe atakyusibwakyusibwa. Bwe omuntu olwaleero otudde wano njagala wekkiririzeemu nti gwe muntu omutuufu aliwo okukyusa ensi yo Uganda. Weebale nnyo. Thank you so much for moving out of your space. The fact that you are here today, it is a ground stone. A lot of people have given up. A lot of people are away from what is happening. But the fact that you are here, you are a milestone on changing your country, Uganda. Tubeebaza nnyo, tubasiima. Mwebale nnyo, mwebalire ddala. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Mr. President, First Lady, and your family, you are welcome to Diaspora, where we live. First and foremost, we thank you for your resilience to come out from your comfort zone. Definitely, I can't thank you before I thank the First Lady, your supporter. Without you, the beautiful First Lady, we wouldn't have a strong man like our president. My name is Charles Chabafu Mlangira, North Western Canada, the leader of our fellow Ugandans that side. That's the Paradise region where I live. Ugandans, our president has played a role. His role is uncontested. What are we left with? Let's fight until we get our victory. We don't need to leave the big load to our president. He's just a single person. We are millions of Ugandans. Thank you very much.
Thank you. People power? Our power? NUP? Everywhere? NUP. I'm going to be brief due to time constraints. First of all, I'd like to thank all of you who are in this room. Protocol observed. Most importantly, Mr. President, thank you for staying safe. All that time in limbo, because we didn't know what was going to happen. But thank you for staying safe. I'm thanking the backbone, our First Lady, Babi. Thank you for taking care of him, as well as our daughter here. My name is Michael Chove Mbogo. Mbogo likwayo nga Mbogo ikaya. Sendila Mbogo. Lendila Mbili. Ze coordinator wa Ottawa chapter, as well as Cornwall combined. I'm sending this thanks to both chapters, Cornwall, Ottawa, and all the chapters that took part in making the campaign possible. Thank you very much. Some of us came into this struggle not because we just left Uganda. Museveni ruled me for 3 years, then I left him. And right now, I see that 35 years is enough. So it's time he should be leaving that country. We have a president here who should be sitting in that seat. And all of us here, we have to do one thing. First thing is to protect our president here in the diaspora. After that, we have to take him back home to sit in that seat. Mr. President, all the best for you. I'm gonna be stopping here, and I wish everyone a safe travel back from where you've come from. Thank you very much.
My name is David Makumbi, Andrew Makumbi. I live here. All of you, I think you know me. I'm gonna just say only I'm the chief mobilizer for no. Ndi committee. The city here, Nyabare coffee and Nekapara and Jambara. Mama Waganaka, Maziga Mama, Tuli committee, but I just wanna thank you very much for each and everybody. Everyone, you are a fighter. For your financial support you have given to this revolution. And thank you very much for coming. You would have been at work, but you decided to be here. My president, your president, is here in the house. But I'm asking you kindly, move mubutitizi. Mujja kwesanga nga tubazise wano mu mayumba ge mugula. Bwe muteewaayo nga ffe tuweewaayo, mujja kwesanga temulina ki? Waka. Ate ekyo kigenda mu Buganda wokka, bwe mwaba mubagamba nti kiri mu Buganda wokka, wonna mu ki? Mu Uganda. Yabagamba, temugamba nti no ki? Yabagamba. Is right now here. Era nsuubira ajja biddamu. We are very grateful to have you today. And my daughter, by the way, I belong to the same clan with the president. I'm proud of that. We have our daughter in the house. We have our daughter in the house. But thank you very much for coming. Let me stop right there.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. You're welcome. First Lady, you're welcome. First Daughter, you're welcome. Dear our diaspora leader, I would like to ask you to dismiss your team.
Yes, so Mr. President, this is our leadership. We had a leadership retreat this morning. Netwita bintu bingi, netu strategizing. Era tugenda kusinga tukuyitira mu bintu ebimu bye tuteeseza leero. Bakulembeze wano be tukola nabo, abasobodde okutambula ne bajja ne babeerawo. These are the leaders who are able to come and be with us this morning. We are re-energized. We are ready to roll our sleeves and keep working. So mbasala mbakubireko mu bugalo nga baddayo. Thank you so much for coming and being here today at our leadership retreat.
Mr. President, we love you.
Yes, we
First
do.
Lady, we love you. We love you so much. We are going to watch a documentary. The documentary is about during the elections, before the elections, during the elections, and after the elections, everything that transpired, the brutality, the violence, and all that went through, what the president went through, and the leaders in Uganda. So we are going to see this documentary. It's a very small, short documentary. It won't take that long. It's about 15 minutes. And then, yes, we'll go from there. Marvin, it's yours. Thank you.
baali bwe bamukola. Tuliende kyaki? Kabali kumpi.
Tulindemu.
Bobiwine akumanyi?
Omulabi?
Mulali?
Aliko amasanyalaze.
Nnyo.
I cried.
Gwe katono.
He hugged me and I cried.
I can't believe this.
My daddy.
Yes, your daddy.
Nice to meet you. I'm Medi Mayanja. I'm a lawyer. I'm a lawyer.
Oh, okay.
Engineers, lawyers, doctors.
Exactly.
Kavuma. Okay. Nice to meet you. What was the Hey, Babu Uganda. Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Mujja kugulamu sweet. Ate twanseeyo gundi eri mulo sure nenjira ntekinge muki
jaketi yange oba mu ntebe genda baaka ndiza kumabalina powerbank
tekiwa bantu bena tebabeera na powerbank. Is iPhone?
Yeah.
What iPhone what? Ah, pray. Mama tena 13. Oh, ina kawaya. And 13.
And you 13.
So what in the
powerbank.
Oh,
Jesus.
The battery.
Mukyali mu kaglitch katonotono. Mukyali mu kaglitch katonotono naye nga mukyali mu kaglitch katonotono mu video gye baagala okulaga ekyali paused. They're still working out their equipment. Anytime soon kigenda kuba kiworking out. I believe they are fixing it out. Yeah, they are fixing it out. Gwe kyoba olina okukola gumiikiriza bugumiikiriza.
Gundi erina audio yaayo kuba kunoonya project eyo ekankozanya le projector as a speaker wakaddaala mulete mike mukuteeke wane wali tandika playing project yaayo.
Yandiyagadde okuwulira music bw'atyo genda Muwonge radio.
We can be heard. Yeah, I can also
Simon
hear it now.
Declare Kyagulanyi Sentamu Robert a duly nominated candidate.
So we are connected. Bravo, bravo.
In respect of the presidential elections 2026, you are now a candidate.
So what I want to tell you, the people on X, we are having the president, and we will be listening in. People on Zoom, you're listening to the people on X, and also we will be able to listen to you people on
Justice
Zoom, and we will
Simon
also be able to
declare
listen to the people in
Kyagulanyi
the whole
Sentamu Robert
department.
a duly nominated candidate.
So that's what the people are working to see.
In respect of the presidential elections 2026, you are now a candidate. Congratulations.
And here I want to tell you, as we are going on, that we have Council Jonathan, who is the one who has the legal team.
Justice Byabakama Mugenyi Simon declare Kyagulanyi Sentamu Robert a duly nominated candidate.
Okay, they made a mistake. I believe by integrating, I believe within Zoom, of which I don't think it loaded. Maybe it is loading as they want to play it. Maybe watch over a scatiram. I don't know. Yeah, nayenga speech y'omukulembeze ow'ebigambo byagenda okubeera nga ayogerako oba agamba baganda baffe abawangalira mu Boston. I believe ekyokukoma wayinza okisiinyaako nga gye wero Ssenyonyi wakisinyizaako olwaleero.
In respect of the presidential elections 2026, you are now a candidate. Congratulations.
The police officer to open for us so that we can go and campaign. If they do not open for us, we are going to walk in this town.
This is a
Yeah, that's the issue. They are playing it as it is loading. I believe that's why. Yeah.
My right to project that if I could joke.
They could have done this the other way around.
Really? Anya Joko projector. Anya Joko projector.
Badde mbagamba
I, Justice Yabakama Mugenyi Simon, declare Kyagulanyi Sentamu Robert a duly nominated candidate in respect of the presidential elections 2026. You are now a candidate. Congratulations.
Asking the police officer to open for us so that we can go and campaign. If they do not open for us, we are going to walk in this town.
This is a civic duty. The constitutional provision is very clear. Article 29, right of association, political participation, and the supremacy of the constitution.
Honestly, I prepared for worse. I had prepared my mind for worse because I knew that this would be yet another very violent election, knowing that violence is the biggest weapon and most effective weapon that this regime has.
The Electoral Commission knows we're supposed to be campaigning here. Look at what they're doing to us.
That day we had two venues clearly indicated on the program. We were supposed to be at Growers first and then cross to Kanyanya. While at even accessing the Growers venue, you can see people were tear gassed, people were beaten, people were clobbered, border riders, civilians, just walking peacefully to a rally to listen to the campaign message from their candidate. They are beaten, they are scared.
We are here legally, but what you're doing to the people is against the law.
They shot a gentleman called Mr. Chokelo. They shot him through the head from this side, and the bullet came out from this side, meaning it was a short range target.
We are facing an enemy that is armed to the teeth, and we are facing the enemy barehanded, only armed with the truth and God.
Our message that we are giving to the people was a message of hope, and which was welcomed by the people. Mbarara, our president had slept in town. So when he woke up, the masses that were in front of the hotel to welcome him were really so huge. So I think that somehow angered the members. Originally, we were meant to first go to Bobiwine. But when the president saw the masses, he somehow said, no, we may not leave these people here when they are not addressed, and then we go to Bwizwera, because coming back now we will find when they are dispersed. So he proposed that we address them and go to Bwizwera. Yet initially our program was that we begin with Bwizwera and then close the rally with Mbarara City. So we walked, literally walking, because people were many and vehicles could not get where to pass. So the town was kind of paralyzed. So we walked up to Mbarara High School playground. The president addressed us, and then we set off for Bwizwera as the next rally.
It is part of our program very clearly, and then you simply cordon off the entire trail, the entire campaign team, and then you begin beating people and arresting them.
Army, the police began now really picking people from vehicles, various vehicles on borders. Some were even walking on foot. They would run after them. Those that tried to run, they put them in some truck.
They are rounding off our people like they did in Kalangala. Shame on the regime. They cannot believe that people came out in large numbers to show support for the forces of change. We are not criminals, we are non-violent. They've been attacking us. They've been planning to reduce our team. That is how scared Museveni is. We are here to demystify you, Museveni. We are here to show the people what kind of coward are you. You pose that you're a general, but inside you there's a little girl scared. Why are you scared of fair competition? Let it be free and fair. Let us walk freely in our country and let us talk to the people. Is that too much to ask for? Shame on you. Shame on Uganda police. Shame on the UPDF. Shame on all those security forces. They cannot stomach fair competition. Well, we are here. Age is on our side. Time is on our side. God is on our side. And the law is on our side. You cannot stop us.
Bannaye bakuba Olivia Ludaye emiggo mu mutwe. Abasajja nga bakambwe nze nali nyambala ennyo entalabuusi kati nali nyambadde entalabuusi awo omusajja nga ngamba jjako entalabuusi ne mugamba yi ate bino byatandika ddi ne mugamba sijja jjijjako n'asooka mpisaako omuggo n'angamba gijjeeko n'agijjako lwampaka n'agijjisaako akati n'angamba gikwate ne ngikwata twagenda batukuba paka kututuusa ku poliisi bakayita Ruizi region we batutuusiza ne batutuuzaawo mu kakompawundi ne batuggyako buli kye twalina kyonna, ssente, masimu, biki byonna ne babituggyako.
Oh, lo and behold, fully fledged war frontline zone. We were very unarmed. As we entered Gulu district, we were called from the people on the ground in Gulu city. First, we were blocked. We were denied almost all venues. Then two, we were told on the phone that they had attacked those on the ground. Despite the fact that NRM had even organized, a parallel event of road run and what, nobody was there, and music and so on. So as we were now coming to Gulu, earlier on they had dismantled all the music system and the public address. They had beaten our people on the ground, anybody with the red. They had dismantled the vehicle that usually we use mobile vehicle as they carried away the speakers and so on. And people were unconscious, others were taken to hospitals and stuff. But all the same, we said, okay, we are going to Gulu. And first we were planning to go and open our new office in Gulu. As we were now entering Gulu, everywhere they had blocked us, right from the Kitgum Road and until near the Bank of Uganda. There, the president got out because they had blocked it with this anti-aircraft, all the anti whatever, big tankers and so on, and fully managed by judge and military, not police. So he got off, and then I was pushed in another car, and so as they were going to the office, all we saw was now they were being beaten, kicked, the president, the sticks on his head. It was like real. No, the barbarism was at another level.
It's okay, my brother, it's okay. They are beating us for campaigning in a place that the Electoral Commission knows we're supposed to be campaigning. The Electoral Commission knows we're supposed to be campaigning here. Look at what they're doing to us. Look at what the police and the military are doing to us for no crime whatsoever. But we shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall be free. Uganda will be free because Uganda is our country.
As we decided to leave, these guys still mounted in their military vehicles came with the sticks, beating everybody. Up to near, even beyond Laibi and beyond. It was too much. It was too much. Many people were hurt and some people were killed.
The president carried this message not to confront, not to fight back, to maintain peace, so that people maintain the calmness. Otherwise, had it not been that, you would have seen a lot of clashing, a lot of injuries, and a lot of fighting.
Mukama akkiriza olwaleero lwe lunaku olw'ekikumi n'ebbiri tumazeeko bwe kiba kisiibo tukisiibye.
It is official. The presidential campaigns that began on 29th September 2025 have finally ended today after 3.5 months. The National Unity Platform Party presidential candidate Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu held his final campaigns in Nansana Municipality and Busiro East in Wakiso District.
We have just finished casting our ballots. We've played our part, we've accomplished our civil duty. We know that people are going to vote massively, and people are voting for change, but we also know that it's an effort to rig the election.
Inichiotera now. Bubu. Ogawulira.
Abasajja baba batukubye babadde bagaa kututta batuseemu omuntu bannange tuli wano bwe bajja ku craft abasajja batemu bano batukubye tetulina kye tubakoze.
Just to give you a landscape of where we stand as of this evening, the 16th of January 2026. At least 12 people have been confirmed dead, dozens injured, and this is following widespread violations that we are seeing erupting during and after the polls. And this is across different districts in central Uganda as well as Kampala, the capital of the country. The latest fatality is occurring in Butambala district, where we have seen 7 people suspected to be the supporters of the incumbent legislator, Mr. Muwonge, who were shot dead by security personnel. This was of Thursday night.
People keep getting picked up by the military and the police as they move out and riot against what they're saying is already a stolen election. We've had tear gas, We've heard live rounds, stun grenades. It's all happening in the heart of the capital city.
Support for opposition leader Bobiwine is a dangerous sentiment, with men being beaten and taken away. And even our filming is no longer welcome.
Wine, also known as Robert Chagulanyi, is in hiding after security forces raided his home.
How are you? How's your family?
I'm alive. I don't know how my family is.
He spoke to Al Jazeera.
I would love to be in my home. I've not changed my clothes in days. I want to be home. I want to be free. I want to take care of my people. But the military and police have taken over my home.
You have rejected the elections. You said that the election is rigged. What evidence do you have?
This time, not the police, not the military, but Electoral Commission officials took part in pre-ticking ballot papers in favor of General Museveni.
You people, what do you want in our compound? What is it that you want in our compound? What do you want in our compound?
Barbara Chagulanyi has recounted a night of terror after armed men, some in uniform, others not, stormed her home under the cover of darkness. Speaking from her hospital bed, Barbara Chagulanyi, popularly known as Barbie, said the men assaulted her and demanded passwords to electronic gadgets they had seized as others ransacked the premises.
He held the shirt of the nightie from the back. He was using one arm, so he held it, then he brought the phone in front of me and said, remove the password. I said, I have told you I will not remove the password. The one that he came with held me in the neck here and lifted me off my feet in the neck like this.
As the presidential and parliamentary elections approached, several NUP leaders were abducted. These include John Mary Sebufu, the Uganda Regional Election Coordinator, Jolit Kamshaba, Western Region Deputy President, and Dr. Lina Zedriga. They were abducted between January 14th and 16th. Security officials have on several occasions denied the abduction of the three, leaving questions of who abducted them. Surprisingly, after 3 weeks, the NUP leaders have today been remanded after being produced in various courts and charged with incitement of violence.
Here I am. I was arrested. They broke into the room, and before we knew it, there were 7 men in the room, and we felt like we couldn't basically overpower them. They were equipped with their guns, they were armed. And the way they even talk, they are so harsh, they are loud, they are arrogant. So I saw my kids restless, my daughter was crying terribly. My son, who tried now to comfort the sister, was also like shivering. Now the other members, we had one who had tried like to hide under the bed, it couldn't work. So it was really a state of panic. So they ordered them to kneel in some corner and ordered them to put their phones in front of them and raise their hands. So now me, I was standing at some distance. So I looked at them, helpless. Equally, I was in the same state, I was helpless. They took their photos. They checked what we had. What we had was on the bed and then on some table. They checked. We had laptop, we had bags, we had agent letters, we had money, we had phones, we had specs, we had a diary. All that we had, they ordered those other men in uniform to take them downstairs to the vehicle. So So later, they told us all to move out. When we moved out, they told my people to stay at the balcony. And now they led me, those some in front of me, others behind, and led me to their vehicle. And off we left.
Mama Jolie had now been picked. So when I was informed that Mama Jolie had already been picked, she hadn't even voted, she had been picked from Ruchiga, then I knew there was no time for me even now to be afraid. I took to prayers more and resolve. And that very day, there was a helicopter which kept, rotating just above this house of mine, that humble house of mine. There was which was rotating and rotating. And even when I went to vote, the church people were right there in front of the church. Okay, I even somehow I said, what are you people doing here? If you have nowhere to vote here, you cannot be here. And then we had just heard there was a lot of confusion and tear gas in Manyangwa, which is not far from our place. So I entered the bathroom. I said, okay, let me. And then I heard a knock. I said, at the front door. So I had removed my rosary. I always have a rosary with me and also in my hand. So I removed the rosary, I'd removed my underpants, and then I was to remove this dirty dress. So when that knock came, I walked out from the bathroom, and then I came to the sitting room. I saw a young lady, and a gentleman. And this man is in plain clothes. I said, this is strange. Maybe. And we had previously been engaging with the. So I thought people were just coming normally to visit me, So I had never suspected that these guys could descend that law and come up to my house, okay? So I walked out of the sitting room and then I went, Mama, where are your visitors? I said, you are welcome. I was just going to the bathroom, come in, and I even leaned like this on the balcony. I had come, you people come in, I'm going to bathe, and then I'm going to serve you people, feel free. They said, no, we are not coming in, you are actually coming with us. Then it dawned on me, these are people who have come. So as soon as he said that, I wanted to retreat to the sitting room. Then I saw another guy also in plain clothes who had entered through the back door of the kitchen and come to my sitting room via my kitchen. And then he moved very close, and then when this one held my hands, this one is pushing me, I wanted to call Council Lemmy. Then I started, Council Lemmy, Council. This girl went for my mouth, the other one went for my mouth. All of a sudden I just said, you cannot resist right now. Then I said, okay, allow me pick, since I'm going with you people, allow me pick my weapon, which is the rosary. I'd removed. They said, no, you're not picking any. So they started pushing and pulling me and almost wanting to carry me. I told them, don't carry me. I can walk. So I walked, they pushed me, and then they pushed, a car rolled, and they put a car without a number plate. So one opened the gate, a car rolled without a number plate, and then they pushed me in the back seat. It is like a V8, big car, like a V8, the color like military, this military army green. So I entered behind, the driver was there in front, and there was another guy. Then there was this one who entered here, immediately handled my hand roughly, sat on it, then this woman, and then we started, we have secured the package. So they took me, and then they drove up to some place, and then they stopped. So where they stopped, there was another guy who came, and this door on this left side was open. So the man said, all of them first got out, and this one on my right was really itching to beat me. So he was knocking my head, you are very stupid, you are very stupid, why are you not working with the Museveni? And I kept quiet and was. So anyway, eventually we arrived. When we arrived at some home, some compound, they stopped this car, this second car, and then got me out, and then said, they directed me, Mama, go right, lift your legs, it is higher here. I climbed the steps, and then at a door. So the door opened. When the door opened, they took off that head covering. Then I saw Jolie.
The elections were violent, and the campaign trail itself was extremely violent, right from nomination day, with many people being beaten up, many of them losing limbs. some have not been able to walk or to use their limbs the way they were using them before. People being shot in various places. Many of them are still living with bullet wounds. But most of the violence happened actually after the election. In the cover of darkness, after the internet had been switched off, regime operatives went around shooting people, especially those who are trying to protest, to ask questions.
What happens in Uganda has never happened in any electoral jurisprudence in Africa. Imagine a situation where people don't vote. Imagine areas where people have never voted. You go at the polling station, you find people have, but papers are finished at 10. So as a country, we have never had a peaceful, transparent election in the last 4 terms where I've participated as a candidate. A presidential candidate is declared without a national tally sheet. Are you aware that we don't have a tally sheet for the presidential elections? Which now, what basis did they declare the winner? That he has 7 million and we have 2.5 million. There's no basis. So in such a situation, it is black and white that our election, the previous election, was not free and fair on all grounds of transparency, fairness, and democratic principles of practice as accepted internationally.
The party has been trying to, reach out to the victims. The victims themselves sometimes even fear to report because they know the repercussions that may come out of reporting these cases. But we opened a file here, and some of them have been coming to explain what happened to them.
You're denied a chance to vote for yourself. You're denied a chance to vote for your candidates. And really, I felt it's a high level of really injustice.
We are now in a barracks, besieged, held incommunicado. You cannot even come out for sun. This is not the Uganda we want to live.
Abantu balabe enjegere zikutuke notulekayo mikono gy'abalabe baffe omukama tunyone okulamasa abantu balabe tuke nokuba mikono gy'abalabe baffe.
Now switch on the light. Switch on the light.
Let's get it everything. Thank you so much. The screen card and then security. Those who are taking the welcome of the party, bring them to the podium. Then the registering of national anthems or the national anthem of Uganda and the national anthem of the United States of America. So, can I get the lights, please? So, I'm not thinking. This is very young to the president.
Kapalaga, deal with the Zoom things. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, we're going to be standing because we want to honor and respect this country that welcomed us with the national anthem of the United States, and then the national anthem of Uganda. Mr. Pade, take it over from me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please, you can resume your seats. Vice President Maida, we are waiting for you. All leaders, please occupy these front seats here with the President. President and the First Lady, welcome you to Boston, Massachusetts. We normally call ourselves the Great Boston Chapter. So welcome you. Mutukiriza at this juncture, Pastor Katendo Jotuweye Sala, then tutandike. Sumbeta kike mteja kusala, tuwe aziza nyo. Katonda owekitiibwa w'amaanyi amangi alina mukono gwo entandikwa n'enkomerero ya byonna osigala ng'oli Katonda buli mbeera. Tukwebaza n'olunaku lwa leero kubanga this is yet another day that you have made and we choose to rejoice and be glad in it. Tukwebaza olw'okulungamya owooluganda kulembeze okumutuusa gye tuli emirembe n'omukyala n'omwana ate naffe n'abakuŋŋaanye okubeerawo buli ekinaayogerwa mukama wange kibeereko omukono gwo. Tukusinzira tukugulumiza olw'eggwanga lyaffe Uganda kubanga olimanyi libaddewo okumala ebbanga likyaliwo era lijja kubeerawo. Ekisa kyo kibeere ku ggwanga eryo n'omukono gw'omugolole n'obukuumi bwo obutasalako twetadde emikono gyo ku nkomero ya byonna ekitiibwa n'ettendo bibeere bibyo mu kristo yesu omwana katonda omulamu amen.
Thank you so much. Because of the issue of time, we want our president to have enough time to address us, and also you have the opportunity to ask questions. So there's something I want to take out of the way before I invite our chapter leader Marvin. Before I invite him, I would like to invite one young gentleman, a musician from Uganda, Tara. He's going to give us a number. Then we'll go into the serious stuff after this, and the next thing you know, you'll be home. Thank you.
So, kumpi wano, DJ take a picture. Say, tubidde mu mukwano gundi sikulira. Watch me now see, I want to say something deep inside. Sembera wano bulamu bwesika. I'm sound nemegokwewala. Wajanga kibuno munyensula. Sukali bamukola mu maziga go. Enyonyi kutale zimbali nyano. Ontudde ku bwome bulidwa n'otulo. Kye nalabise mu nyaka mwaka kogere. Gwe kumpi wano. Sembera wano kumpi wano. Kumpi wano. Sembera wano kumpi wano. Tutubiddemu omukwano gwe. Sembera wano kumpi wano. Tubiddemu omukwano gundi mubire. Bwe kaba katabo wato. Listen. Sazewo kunosunikita. Muyimba omukwano bebe yozita. Bwe kimuli ekyomuwendo mulisa. Wabumba mugolomba keza wabula. Sula. Okala samayanzi mamizabala. Kwelukoba kwe bapima ensi. Uya. Oba mukweke muye. Mukitoke kya Musa. Omulungi wana madala. Fuleo. Owache. Banange chimanya kade katukutte. Naye waliwo lwenjagala muwe time muluwulikize. Lwenjagala muwe time muluwulikize. Lwimba lwa struggle. Naye nga sinaba kugenda oli mukyala Bobiwine oli mukyakazira. We're so proud of you. Yeah. It's a song of freedom. DJ Katego.
Yeah, ka network kagizegizeemu naye nga bwe nakugambye kajja kuba tekalisitede bulungi naye wekaterera wekacyankalanamu naye gwe kyolina okumanya teri kuzikiza teri kujjako live paka nga His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert ayogedde nga buli kimu ensi ekitegedde bulungi.
I can hear the sound of freedom. It's the sound of freedom. Is the power of Africa, because every Monday Uganda, the people of Africa, Katikunga, Kunga, Mujana Chimunga, Kunga, Chakunani Rumba, Songa, Rayuganda Rumba, Mercy, your people, rise from the Mr. President, baada ya mtabaka wale kwa mugalo kwenda soko kula twali kusaba yale emikono saki na banaze mo kuna abajo kwese ngeke ati nayo mu Uganda mubira kujja mubira kujonda binamata yeah, thank you, Gerard. Thank you so much. Allow me to invite the Boston chapter team leader, Comrade Marvin, as he is getting to the stage. Afande Momo, Chairperson Nanguru UBCL, is here with us. Thank you so much for coming. Have the floor. People power, power, people power. People power, power, power. People power. People power. We're the pioneers of this trial. I'm proud to be a Bostonian, and I'm proud to be Ugandan. I know you've gone through a lot. When I was talking to Kampala to come up with this documentary, and I want to thank the Kampala team for the support. Was so much to come up with this. I don't want to comment, but I want to I'm really happy. I don't want to call it, but I want to call it a record. We're keeping a record. America supports 98% of the Ugandan budget. That is for the dictator. Shit. Mr. President, when I watched that and I started watching, I felt bad. I'm like, maybe it could evoke those bad memories. Because one and then I'm like, but the diaspora needed to say
and I'm sorry if you're offended, we must stand united to fight the dictator. I want to thank Boston chapter. This is where I come from. We managed to raise about $30,000 to a Boston chapter. Thank you so much. We are fighting a 40-year rule that has been there since. So they own everything, they own the money, they own everything. But Mr. President, we promise you, we'll carry funding. Thank you so much, Bostonians. And I'd love to pay tribute to Comrade Eden. When Comrade Wise was here, so much about her, and he had big hopes. But it didn't happen. I was very sad that we lost her. She was still in our hearts, but let's keep fighting. Let's keep going. Let's keep working. And to the prisoners that are in prison, let's keep fighting for them. Justice one day is going to come to Uganda. I want to keep you don't talk from the leadership. It's very tough. But I'll be honest with you, we are organized. And that thing, I'm giving you right? So thank you so much for that, Mr. President. Thank you for leading us, and thanks for loving your country. Every single minute. And to the family, thank you so much. You know that the man is a very strong man, and you're the strong man. Yeah. I'm having a lot to say about the time, but I want to remind you, you who's here, please, donate to the chapel. Donate. That's your single dollar is the bullet that you're fighting. But guess what? For single views, they'll keep coming, but we'll have another. I want to thank my leadership. I'm not alone. I would love to introduce them, but very many. But we have a big team. I can't do this alone. At least they've been able to support me. So thank you so much, my team. And let's keep working until the end of our time. And we'll keep all the steering in it. The Diaspora, thank you. Fight together. Let's keep fighting. I'm not your enemy, as the song says. And the enemy is our enemy. Don't look at anyone as an enemy. Don't look at an enemy. No, look at the second as an enemy. The day will come and get united. Who can? We will stick the seven out. People so much. Thank you for being here. That's our leader, President Uganda. The team leader, technician, engineer. He's handsome. He's everything. So, at this particular time, allow me by Dr. Daniel to come. At this particular time, allow me by Dr. Daniel to come.
People power. Our power. People power. President, was welcome to the diaspora. President of Uganda, Tali Mwenzala, Bana Mutoga, Soga, Tali Mwenzala, and Zewa Kumari Zambi. The President is here to work with us to make sure we finish the mandate of liberating our country, Uganda. President Tajewaka, Uliwazuka, Minamiti, Ulikaptonia, Ulikuseni Department, and all that we are going to do. Now, President, Okuwebunya, now Abeo, now Ayogero, Ulikweta, Uganda, Okuleta, now the doors of Yamwe. President, Amataka Kala Gafana, Avana Balaba, Java Kula, Taitari Waka, Avana, Oba Rosa. I was at the audience. Any powers this room understand the cost that the family pays for the work that people do in the struggle. We have said that with our brother, Comrade Waiswa, that even after he lost his wife, they couldn't allow him to go out and take his last place. That's the toll many families are paying across the country, across Uganda. But the regime is so brutal, they are so inhumane, that they feel that they have finished off the Ugandan people. Now they have come for us in the diaspora. Bagani Kale Uganda, Baba, they are denied bail. We have thousands of Ugandans, traffic offenses, and they deny you bail. You can imagine. Traffic offense, and they deny you bail for month after month after month. We now have a since the 2021 elections. Now look at the Uganda division. Is that the division or is that law and order? I'm talking about Uganda police. But there is a police in Muwonge. What is the police when the Uganda people need protection? They took us from the water. But now, I think diaspora we need to know that this fight is for all of us. But we say foreign agents. Well, what is that saying to Uganda? You are a foreign agent. Mano de that often said, but by agents for foreigners. To go through my Uganda laws, what was it? Foreigner. Wofuma Uganda n'oyogera ku by'obufuzi nga ffe bwe tuli wano obuzizza omusango bagenda kusaba emyaka eka 25. So you can imagine that just cross the border and talk about politics is now illegal. What kind of country is that? So Uganda mwena abali diaspora tugenda kukakata obeera ofuza obyagala oba tobyagala kuba abaweereza ssente naddala business community people in the banking sector weyogera nabo transactions eboogerako zino ababalowooza nti 100,000 a lot of money abantu abakola mu banking sector ezo transactions bazikola bulunaku nakola deal nga ya 100,000 kati weeraga minisita okusayininga okola deal again. So the business community is affected, the middle class is affected, by all the struggle we have impacted. And now we do some new bio, they do some mabaka, they do some business here. So this struggle is for all of us. We know to long book the community that president who affect the family. We have to work together because this struggle is for you and me. Baada ya wote ugenze, msikilize na president wa affect.
ladies and gentlemen, before going further, first I want to give a very, very, very special appreciation to our leadership here in the Diaspora. Thank you very much for the leadership. Madam Lena and the whole leadership, Marvin, the leadership of Boston, thank you. The different chapters in the US, I see people from DC, I see Karim, I see the presidential advisor, Amana Nemiona, I see so many here, I see the Canada chapter, and all chapters. Thank you very much. But most importantly, I thank the membership, I thank the Ugandans for taking time to be here with us. I want to once again apologize for reaching here late. Like Dr. Kawama mentioned, even 24 hours are not enough for me. Now that we have the opportunity, we want to use it. For me, honestly, I don't take life for granted anymore. Because in all honesty, I'm not supposed to be alive, but I am here. Therefore, we want to use this opportunity, knowing that it was possible not to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, while the light shines in me, there's so much energy, so much power, and so much spirituality behind me. I want to ask the First Lady to speak to us briefly, because I always knew she was a strong woman, but I didn't know she was as strong as she is.
Mr. President, thank you so much for this opportunity to say hi to people power. What else would I be doing on this stage other than to deliver my thanks to all of you for turning out? Thank you very, very much for making it, and thank you for scheduling this meeting in your busy schedules today. I am not going to say much, one way with this but I will begin with appreciating the women that I saw on the team here, Leila, and the people that you work with. Thank you very much for organizing. You are seen, you are appreciated, at least you are seen by me. I don't know if anybody else sees it, but I see you, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for keeping the glue so tight. I appreciate the ladies because I saw the men as well, but the ladies outnumbered them. And they are all beautiful, so there is no way we can go see beautiful people standing there. Thank you very much for keeping the diaspora together. I want to thank the women who are here today and wearing the berets. Who is wearing the berets? Look at them. Tell me how they are going to keep them down. They are so defiant, they can still wear their berets. People power. Power. I want to appreciate the ladies who are taking care of the children of political prisoners. I know you by name, and I appreciate you personally. Thank you so much. I want to thank the women who are taking care of my children in my absence. You are so much appreciated. The ones here and the ones where we are staying right now. They know that God, I adore you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Recently, we had a challenge which I want to enlighten right now. Countries in Uganda, you know, PhD holders, Government in Uganda did. Then, as time went by, the Batango Hotel and our ghetto, family, our ghetto, that did us, our Never never hivi. Never kula rutu. Kutai weno baina abantu bebatya. Ekika ky'abantu kye batya. Batya abakyala. Gavumenti ya Museveni etya abakyala. Oba weetegereza batagetinga bakyala. Babakuba nga babambula, bwe babakwata ne babatwala kukomera, babawanga ne babakwata ebirego. Abalala babagyamu IUDs, bwe bakwata ne babatwala kukomera forcibly, they take away your family planning. IUDs bazisikamu. Bwe bakukwata, bamenyeka sure bakutwala olubeerera ebiri, tutazeddira. Bwe bakukwata, bamenyeka sure bakwambula bwe banyambula ne bakuwa ebifaananyi n'ezividiyo era ne bamenyeka sure semanya nti bakwambula. Bwe bakukwata, bamenyeka sure bakukwata abaana bo balaba. Bwe bakwata abakazi, bava mu kkomera nga bayimutuuza abasajja bataano. Bwe babakwata olutalo balugudde ku bakazi. Naye ekyo kiraga ki? Kiraga nti babatya. Bwe bakuba ebanyambula sirimuwa. Omanyi bukyanga esitete ebaawa muposta linking on social media. And it is intentional, it's not because of sexuality. No, I am not. I am not. Zimbalo. Kawe na bila nyokuba mumite. Kaya kama kumite kama kumite. I want to encourage the women back home who have the privilege to watch what is going on here. We are retired, South Uganda. We have all of you know as beauty. Beauty is not, we have not seen her, we have not heard from her. She was abducted during his send-off. Some women we don't know their name. But when they abduct some of our women and they take them to these detention centers and other women there, whose families we don't know. I want to encourage the women in Uganda to keep fighting for their freedom, for the freedom of their families, for the freedom of their children, and for the future of their grandchildren. Because if we don't fight, all this is Mr. President, who is something small? I'm sorry, who's in Peter? Ojakusikiriza Mr. President, kuliza akazindalo kabajja njagala kubanja y'eggwanjulira Natali Maria olw'omuwala wange naye ono yeebumbulira olw'okwesimba mu basajja n'abawangula ne bamukuba akalulu. Very see and I appreciate it. But I'm just going to speak to you people. I wish you the best. Thank you very much for coming out. God bless you for to see you more and more online and all the places of amazing voices. People power, power, power.
Thank you, Madam Trustee. That was powerful. You see,
I cannot overestimate the power of women.
Power. Now this one time, among the times, we talk about kakati tuva kuvi motoka tutwalinda kuba buli twabula ngabona sibwa kunya yo never then they followed us, but in that run naingira mu random house enter this random house. Yes, child, I get it. Then many people say, you don't have to be about what can you call one okay. And the younger men, you know, oh, no, send you one to go now. Then 1 minute, 10 minutes. That's it. After around 20-30 minutes, she comes back. Put it look zero musajja. Now, put on all musajja. Kuro examination report in the house in number food and is a bar away. But where is the shake? So when I said that, just one more, they know, couldn't they shake to go into one? Shake another how did I shake? But that spoke two things. One, the solidness of women, and two, the power of prayer. Because I'm so powerful, but by the grace of the Lord. So when I was talking about women, it threw my mind back. Back in the day, dictators like Idi Amin were fighting intellectuals. Then Museveni came and picked the same people. 4 intellectuals. When intellectuals were no more, many of them ran off to the diaspora. Others were killed or silenced. And many of them were called to one of the intellectual background. I think what I post here, there's a new post, ladies and gentlemen, that the women, and like the first lady said, there is an attack on women, and we must first empower our women and defend and protect our women. We have a father of one of the most powerful young ladies I know. Her name was Angela Namirembe. Angela Namirembe was a firebrand. Angela Namirembe, like
firebrand. Angela Namirembe, like many others, she hacked and killed. In the house, we have Angela's father. If I will get just 1 minute of your time, sir. I know it's hard, but Angela's voice cannot be able through us. She cannot keep living if we keep igniting and talking about understanding for what she needed. So with your permission, I will ask you to give us a word or two and I will
People power, always and ever the people are powerful. But I want to go
step back a little bit and talk about a powerful woman and what she means. The year is 2020. We are online. We are having conversation about the campaign. Bobiwine gets arrested. We are not sure where he is. Now, if you want to know what they call crazy strong, so we'll talk about where Bobiwine is in our conversations. I think there was no single year where and Katana and me and Kaula on the phone. And this woman, her name is Barbara Itungo. She says, now, as your group is looking for him, who is going to organize the campaign? That is crazy strong. Thank you for being the anchor that keeps this boat from swaying away. Those of you who don't know me, my name is Atuan Lawrence in Senegal. I'm a resident of New York, also many of you mistake me for being a resident of Walker. No, I am not. Me and Bobiwine, we go a little back. I knew Bobiwine was grandfather, Mzee Walaka, and I'm one of the few people who actually invited him secretly as well, because he was working with the Red Hand Takome Kahia when he died. So in 1998, I asked Bobiwine to think about politics. We were at Cardinal Hayes in New York. If he wants to tell you his answer to me. No, 2098. It was 2008. Yeah. So, I can only say this to you. Life is a gift, but we don't own it. Somebody else owns it. Maybe regularly, Catholics, I would say, God, whom people as male, but I think God has no gender because he is father and mother at the same time. He owns it. Now, if you don't risk anything, you risk everything. I want to ask you, Ugandans, as a collective, and our friends, let us risk something so that we don't risk everything. I also want to go to the book of Revelations. If you are caught, but not actually hurt, you are caught, but not actually caught, then God will steal out of this mouth. And that stealing is God will reject you because you are tasteless. So you are either for the freedom and the liberation of Uganda or you are not. This is where I'm going. Those of you who know me, you know my political background. But I have stood and demanded for freedom all these years, and I still do. I want to ask you very kindly that here we are preaching to the choir. The real people we need to preach to are out there who have not listened and understood. Therefore, tulina okwevaamu okuterekaamu kwekwateho bubeera bubuwa bw'amagezi obwekiteesembayo wansi obawaero wansi okudda wano netulumaŋŋana netuneneŋŋana netwelolooza nga tuganye okugamba nti gundi Katende yagolewalwaffe noonya mubiru ow'emmamba mwekwate ku mukono mwe mukibe kubanga abali wano obadde banda abali ebweru tudde abantu tulowooza nti tuli mu kkomera bambi bali abasibe bali wafirina tuli basibe n'olwekyo kyakolera era akalukamu era yakuba n'ateebamu alwanirira akalungi gwakubakuba alwanirira buli muntu yakuba akalumu mulina alwanirira mwawe wano mu diaspora kubanga abajakwatuweso olibalabadde kampala bakyalina empisa ez'omutiro gwawo nze bagamba bisana mukwate mu nsawo muteeke mu kintu kitambule kwejjeko olukokobe nakakumpulira neyasiza nnyo wewalayo era mulina ngaomateka yakasaala asabye omwoyo ogwa muwala wange Angela Namirembe simanyi kyenva. Amin.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the strength. Wewe walikuwa na amani na kutunza amani. Mungu kwa pili malago na sana kweli mwani. Kitegeeza pili wani songa yona inakutuma amani. Sema ukaniwe baada. He talks of two important things that are not one, that we are all prisoners, whether we know or we don't know. Dr. Elizabeth is in prison. He's able to it. Okay? These are people from two groups fighting the dictator. It's disheartening for us to be outside, fighting on each other. When at the end of the day, but we need it. The Bakusira, Bago UP, the Bakusira, Bago FDC, the Bakusira, Bago PF, Bakusira, Bago dictator. We should learn this lesson from the 60s. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X sometimes used to contradict each other, but they both got killed. So we should remember. Secondly, and I'm glad what you mentioned takes me back to the point. But when you say God is genderless, maybe the way that gives us permission to view God in our own perspectives. I view God from the perspective of my mother. So amazing how this world was made. I wonder if God is a woman. Because the power, the strength, and I've seen it in the recent days, the women of Uganda have paid an unmeasurable price. Imagine, umuchala ngadi katende, but in the show of psychologically, but she stood by the husband in the last minute. Omuchala Muwonge Chibalama, the wife of our brother John Bosco Chibalama that is missing, was abducted 7 years ago. She spent 7 years leading those 18 families that are demanding for their missing people. Unfortunately, because the regime would not stand her pressure, women like Irene Nachiwoka, that young lady who was abducted because she was found wearing a beret, that was reason enough for her to be killed. She was killed and she's gone. Women like this young girl, also known as Blue Tick, she was abducted because the regime knows that a woman's voice goes far and wide. Many powerful women are languishing in prison, from Bolivia Taya to Doreen Kaija and others, but the women still stand strong. So I want to salute the women of Uganda, the women in our struggle that keep us going. I said it some time ago, that the struggle is one powerful and solid woman. I'm not going to the only respect to me. I mean, I'm outside of my That is why the pastor and I were very, very pleased to see women leaders similar to what she was in Rwanda. You see, the women leaders, they don't even take the spotlight. They just do the work.
Thank you. Thank you for being such an inspiration. Thank you for being such a post. You're not going to put on the mama. You're not going to put on the mama. They're not going to put on the mama. Sila kwa kusomali basi ndani ukuja kwa kubibaza mambo ya Diaspora support Diaspora ya Afrika. You all are aware that the regime was so scared that they illegally cut off the aid that we are getting from Parliament, the funding that we are getting from Parliament, which is by law. All opposition political parties have been receiving money from Parliament to run their political activities because that is what the law says. But you know what? Instead of using it over now, he cut it off. Before long, by the government, but they were because that is the impunity that we're dealing with. They cut off the funding, but we kept going. We were funded by Ugandans, but most importantly, we were funded by the Diaspora. I mean, what we did recently, the regime was trying so much to break our hearts, to break our back, to torment our comrade Alex Wilson, because as you know that he was over man, he's an uncompromising way. So they wanted to use Wilson as an example to torment him, torture him psychologically, deny him the right to hold his wife's hand whenever he paid. Deny him the mandatory pay which is provided for by law. The wife died. They denied him the opportunity to send her off. But you, the people in the Diaspora, you did something that has not been done before. Makumya sente solo kulabira abaana bawaiswa ebbanga lyebwaba mukomera ebintu ebyo byetukola tebikuwa eputu wekoleka basoba balaeputu naye eputu yamutadde waiswa mulimanyi akikoleka kyamikako natale balirowooza waiswa akalisowomakuti so thank you very much for giving us that energy. We don't take it for granted, our friends. So much I know. Jibani kumwe, mwe unyenge tena tukawa. Nezi ni mwana, and yes, while I'm technically in the exile, realistically and spiritually, I'm not in the exile. I'm on a move. I'm on a mission. The regime thought they would collect me waiting in my house. Touching my wife. But they could not touch the spirit. She overpowered over 70 men, their towards. They took over our home. Imagine taking over somebody's home for over a month. And up to now, there's things around in our place. But that does not stop us. I might be homeless now, but I'm surrounded with love. Every house here is my house. They took one house from me, they gave me thousands of homes. So they cannot break us. We continue surviving, we continue solving on because we know we are surrounded with love. And we're not relaxing. Tell me no. I told our brothers in New York, and I want to tell it to you today, that we should turn this problem into an opportunity. Somebody said say it after me. Let us turn this problem into an opportunity. Let us turn this problem into an opportunity. Because we can and we should and we will. Most of the time it's very busy, Nesi kama diaspora, ndio kama chapters these are but every chapter needs galvanizing. Every time we meet physically, we charge each other, we empower each other, we motivate each other, and that is what we are doing. That is what we are doing every day, and that is what I'm going to continue doing. Not only here in America, but all over the world. I've been able to reach various chapters. I've been able to go to various universities and speak. I've been able to meet many, officials in Washington and other places, and we are going to continue. Why are we doing this? We want to disempower the dictatorship. In Uganda, we spoke to all Ugandans. In 2021, I told you our mission was to awaken our people. Our people by 2021, badly unaware of how important they are, of how connected they should be to their politics. They have left politics to the politicians, and we told them politics is your daily life. They understood it. By the election of 2021, you could not fool in Uganda anymore. The conversation had changed from Arsenal, who got in your car from your boyfriend, or what's the latest shoe or latest car. The conversation was what is happening in Parliament, what are the decisions that are being taken on our behalf, what policies are being passed on our behalf. Now, 2026, our mission was to unite our people. And that's why I told people not to hold my picture, but to hold the Ugandan flag. Uganda has got so united that it scared the dictatorship to the extent that they criminalized the Ugandan flag. So, in Uganda, we did some good work. But here in the diaspora, I want to remind you, brothers and sisters in the diaspora, that these dictators get their energy, their power from the diaspora. For the longest time, Museveni was receiving up to $1 billion from the US, leave alone Europe and the UK and other places. So we are here to cut that bloodline, and we are succeeding. We are here to push for sanctions, and that is possible. Once those people are sanctioned, they won't be able to bring their kind of sick people to America or any other democracy. They killed our hospitals, they killed our schools because they treat their people from America and other countries, they educate their children from here. Now, for all those people that are responsible for human rights violations, for their abuse of democracy and the rule of law, we should cut them out so that they will think twice or thrice before they do the crazy things that they do. And we are succeeding. Before the control and policy now, before long, they want to go to that is possible, that will happen. Then mission will become a similar now. Never will resume the Italian Guru. And the Nico, there is no Rusa. So, we are not sleeping, we are going and doing work. Now, this is your role as comrades in the diaspora. First and foremost, unite. Unite. There are various reasons for each of you to mind their own business. But I can tell you, we are as strong as united. Unite. You should realize that each one of you can and should be each other's backup. Should be each each other's resources. As powerful, this is identity to a better country. Because greed does not take a back step, dictatorship does not take a back step. We must support TV. We must have a real social because we are about TV, about the last time of the social research. Never baada ya kusikia inayoenda kuhubiri kwa yao kwa hadi visible mwana jamii katika wote the bringing law that criminalizes this that we are doing kwa Uganda na kuongeza hiyo kula kile kufumia mwaka unaotosha nasi na kwa kufunga kwa korena actually korena sio so we don't be understanding so that we understand that we want more. So please unite. So we, and this is very important, let us be positive. Let us encourage each other. Let us not pull each other down. I'll give myself as an example. I did not show up as the most educated. No. I did not show up as the most knowledgeable, as the most experienced. No. I didn't know one thing. But because I'm in Uganda, and I know Chikakatako, because at my age, the rich was soon away from my youth. And just like many of you, what our parents did not achieve, what our elder brothers and sisters did not achieve, we must achieve. If we don't, we will be condemning these our children to that life. And by the time they get there, they will be slaves on their own land. Imagine your son or daughter being a slave on your own land. So let us see the best in each other. Let us encourage each other. Guide us with love. Don't just tear us down. I know that we have so many among us that are experts in fortifying. But I tell you this, that is what the regime wants. As a matter of fact, why would they go to planning out? The neighbor way to Fukia, I don't get me. In fact, from the UK, why don't you have a man who was able to get Chicago? All the UK, never be your own zone. That does not change the fact that they are killing our people. I was speaking to some journalists some time ago, and the journalists is saying they are raping women, they are killing people, and we speak right now. My personal assistant got his house raided by the military because they were expecting me to be in the house. When they didn't find me, they are planning the life. This happened in Canada. They took her away for 37 days. It is now a tool to dehumanize them. They attack their basic dignity. I'm going to talk about this, not on who is not talking to the other. So let us focus on what's important. Let us measure on makers and minor on minors. That will help us to great deal, my friends. Every single person that raises up to fight for us or to speak for the people of Uganda, encourage them. Don't tear them down. I'm a Christian and I know that God does not choose the qualified. So let us support them. We are here, but I'm looking at the young man called Luzima Supi. He was shot in the mouth twice. He was supposed to be there for standing for what is right, for exercising his democratic right. ruler. He might not be educated, but he has the right to speak about what affects him. Let us start managing ourselves in that way. We cannot think the same, we cannot be the same, we can never belong to the same tribe, never belong to the same ethnicity. We can never belong to the same religion. But believe me, we share the same pain. And if our country gets better, then we shall all enjoy it. So now, so support whoever is fighting for what is right. Don't be a fighter, don't tear freedom fighters down, don't discourage them. Mufumino ukubakiriza niba qualifying okugera okusonga z'eggwanga. Era bakazongere ko bulungi bazongere ko bulungi n'okugamba oli bubi nnyo kubanga tubiweereza profesa ffe abantu tetuliibe tuliwa profesa. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, finally. No, it should be final. I want to encourage you to organize. We did the sensitization and we did the mobilization and united our people. Now we need to organize. Each one of you pay a center of that organizing. I'm saying this because I don't know why 10th chance to life or how many chance. But it was possible. Now I speak as if every day I speak as if it's the last day. That will be all dominant and take it upon yourself. Do not see the Lord in the car. Do not now. So make sure you are doing something. You are talking to some people. And if you can't, at least connect with others. At least make sure that either singularly or collectively doing something. Let us try as much as possible to keep the hope alive. Finally, and very, very finally, to the people back home, Uganda. But Uganda, we people from Zechari, Otari, Solidi, Ate, Komao. But in the meantime, we support the community for Nabona, Ali, Monama. More protecting. Now, our city, our police, our Mundami, never please and truth, more protecting. Our police, I told you during the campaign that there are no bad police officers, there are only bad commanders. There are no bad soldiers, there are only bad commanders. And those commanders, they will answer for their crimes one day. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, keep the hope alive. Don't give up. Don't be deflated. The regime is doing all this, but these are not signs of strength, they are signs of weakness. They are not signs of permanence, they are signs of temporal existence. So let us keep pushing one foot in front of the other as we go forward. We know that every day we succeed. Every day we say we got to every day. Already all these that are doing are signs of a dying regime. Keep moral, musikaleza only moral, tukuwele kujitufu. Don't allow yourself to be angry and lose your focus. Bakala tunyinge tukole ebikyama bagambye obalaba. Let us stay focused. We are the next government. We are the next leaders. You are the next leaders. Let us behave like such. Our behavior will give people confidence to believe in us, to trust us. And let us be the leaders that will be ready to be held accountable. I want to conclude by thanking our leaders in the diaspora. Whoever you know, whoever our leaders. Whoever you know, holding each other accountable. Holding accountable because these countries, America, Europe, and others, they don't develop because their leaders are so good. No. They develop because the people are empowered and they will not take crap from any leader. So let us keep going. Let us keep empowering our people. Freedom is in sight. One day and very soon everything is going to be right. As for me and my family, we are strong. We are already healed past that. Now we are strong again. We are at war again. We may have war. We want to do our whole family. We recruit your family. Me, I tell my children that this is a fight that must not end with us. I already told those oppressors that I will not give up. If time is something to believe in, we shall fight on and we shall speak on the fight and we shall wait. It will be 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, 100 years. We shall face them even through our hostility until we free our country. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you. God bless
Now, Mr. President, these people, some people have some questions. I hope you're ready to answer some questions. They're not going to be that many, but I want you to address some of the things that some of the persons we have. But before I grab the mic, to the audience, get a couple of questions. Yes, Mr. Sanity. Thank you. Go ahead.
People power. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the mighty Boston Chapel, the greatest church in the diaspora. And those people that are coming, it's your donations. It's your donations. So come through our cash out, NUP Boston Chapter, then Julina Zell, BostonDiaspora.org, then Venmo at NUP Boston Chapter. Please come through. Your Excellency, while we are to President Chair, we sometime in 2017, in this conversation. In 2017, President Chair, politics is such a serious
Now, please, I beseech you to keep the speeches. Stick to the question. Ask a question so that we get time to answer the question. The president gets time to answer the question. We have to leave this place in the next couple of minutes. So, just 1 second.
Brother Jane, we're going to start on this time. Yeah. So please, when you start speaking, DJ will mute you. Okay? Let's have it for it. Just one brief question. The question should be related to the reasons why we're here. If it's a speech, we are going to mute you. If it's a speech, we are going to mute you.
Of African all these people who are in the diaspora connection. Have you done enough to reach out to leaders? What I did when they shut up the internet in Uganda, we wrote to September back on the I would like to thank NUB. People, members, you have your congressmen and congresswomen, you have senators. Please, listen, hold them. Whenever there's something on the president,
ask the question, my brother.
The question I'm asking, or what I'm trying to relate to you guys, that you have to do more than what they're doing because you have people want the question. You have to do more than what they're doing because
what is the question, President? Oh, thank you so much.
They can go to New York and Washington to protest and ask for your victory.
Thank you so much. So, for the sake of time, the president is writing down the questions. He will answer a bunch of questions. Next question.
Thank you, Mr. Thank you, Mr. President. Representing CBS, taking a and 2. I think you know that's good. To all of you, and to Mr. President, Mr. I just want to know, I just realized that we can't save even $1. I was supposed to pay $3,000, but I can't save it $25. How have you, what's your take on that?
Thank you so much. Next week, let's take another question.
Mr. President, can I be part of no security in America? Thank you.
Next question, I'll ask can you give my team? So, Mr. President, sorry, write a couple of questions so that I can answer the part of them. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. President, I have 2 questions for you. You as local leader, do you accept or allow the local leaders whose victory was stolen to go to court? The second question is, what is your position regarding the local MPs to swear in? Should they refrain from it or go ahead? Thank you.
Let's take that question from, okay. One question, please stick with the question, please. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is George. I would like to know whether we have a military wing or not, because there is some concern with the military side and the military side.
Thank you so much. Next final question, then the president will have the opportunity to answer those questions. In the next part of questions, we are going to have please, this question.
So, President Shabulani, so, Amanda Edos, Zoe, so President Shabulani, Amanda Edos, who's instructing the ancestors. Amanda Edos, Zoe, unapokuta mkomela zina kuamiza kutisawe no chimukando sababu bibi wake sibu yani fana jina na kufisa hao ndio na wake ujakumene hizo kuzi na so strategy to join or branch sovereignty bill zina kwa yani na I say expose the MPs milioni kuyoka izalula zibagere okubawa abazadde kuyoka sisi embeeko ayo ebitanda 2 mu 5 bwekitabiddiriyo egenda kubeera ki to fight against the sovereignty bill.
Let's no, we stop there. We give the president the opportunity to answer this question. Please, JK, please listen to me. Come upstairs with the microphone so that the president gets the time to answer questions. Then we'll have 2 more questions. You have another engagement after this.
Hi, microphone. Yeah, you
Mr. Thank you very much. Obama has said rules on the Democrat today. One brother asked me, have you done enough to reach out to the American administration? Certainly I have not done enough. I've only done what I can. And I believe I cannot do enough alone. This is not my fight alone. Uganda is not my country alone. But I can tell you that together we can do so much. Together we can do enough. And I salute the leadership. Dr. Kamania and the people that he leads. But I was on the so, we're going to say the children who are going to protest. This is a democracy. In the 60s, mobilizing Africans, abantu America, Washington, apartheid strong. One, it is much later than Nelson Mandela terrorists. Terrorists. So we so when don't stop that works, ladies and gentlemen. So I can't do enough alone. We can't do enough just as a leadership. But with your support, we can achieve enough. Those are the ways that I'm going to do. Do you allow ANP leaders to go to court? Yes. Is the court independent in Uganda? No. Is the electoral commission independent in Uganda? No. Why did I run for president? Because what is there to achieve, we must use it. The world would not recognize me if they were not aware that the people of Uganda gave me their mandate, believe their mandate was stolen. So whatever tool that is there, use it. I did not go to court because it was full line. Now I get to the court. But you have to exposing a court in 2021. Only you are exposing a completely. So those that go to court, those that go wherever, use that platform. Do I live in swearing? Yes. Why? Because, look at, I'll give an example of Joe Senate. How much of a voice he has put there? Yes, the parliament is led by a fifth and eight at home. And majority of the MPs. Because you saw the Senate giving each one of them 100 million, approximately $35,000 who will MP, taxpayers' money, Masolo Visa, the Vital Sovereignty Bill, Masolo Berani Ata, Kufi, Masolo Kufunako Musako, Wakati,
So it's an opportunity to expose them. I agree with your strategy, but it should be the multiple front. We will not reach out to order. About who we will do, about who we will move, about this solution, which could about Lisa, which could. It should be later, never songa, a double, Mamma Moses, a pinna in telling well, I've said it many times, the first were non-violent. But again, I'm the one who has said it, that every day it becomes clear to me that there will be a time where I will no longer be able to discourage those, to hold back those that want to free themselves by any means necessary. So, I'm going to be in Boston for the next few days. I'm looking forward to having up close and personal conversations with you. Maybe you say, but I think we will see. Some way go to put a plan. There's some plan. They will put a plan. What are the plans? They will put a
Thank you so much, Mr. President. Because of time, we have to get out of this place. We have to clean this place. We prepare it for school on Monday. So unfortunately, the President will find a way to get questions to the President. Some of you write the questions and we will do just similar. So we're going to have some picture ops here. But Mr. President, Dr. Kawa, Nsawa Sabi, you know Chara and Chibush. But you want to get for that kind of profile.
Yes, thank you so much for the opportunity. Uganda's economy depends heavily on oil and trade and all these things. Now, I had the plan was to place sanctions on the economy and that kind of stuff. I want to ask, but Uganda has a lot for going through this thing first. How do you balance these trade-offs? And I'm not asking, I support to go up, but I'm asking because the time is ordinary Uganda express day to day, and even in the sovereignty bill, it has the point power who are actually sending the land amount of money. But it affects people like Twani every day who are sending money to support our parents back home.
Thank you very much. Very quickly, maybe as you're there, I hope you pay attention. I did not say slap sanctions on the economy. We are calling for targeted sanctions. Targeting those gross human rights violators. Those who begin with Museveni, his name is Alexander Muwonge. Those military officers that torture people. The officers of the Electoral Commission that support democracy, those judges that send victims of torture to prison instead of sending them to the ICU. We want to target them. If they are sanctioned, they will think twice. It will send a very, 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 very strong message to them. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. President.
We had
no, the president has to be somewhere.
President
But I'm just going to ask if you can have a picture with his team here before he leaves. And the way I'm going to ride, family our team, right? 215, Weather Fox Road, the water. So the next portion, the president have some pictures. I also want to tell you, I saw a the president of the team will be nice picture.
nange nongera basiibulira wano. Yeah. Aha, banange ndowooza buli kimu kigoberedde bulungi. Speech y'omukulembeze ngenda gibaterayo maze gisalamu already. Dakiika ntono nnyo egenda kubeeranga. Dakiika ntono nnyo. Boston, naye abantu be Boston badde banjusingako abe New York. Documentary gye batulaze ebyali mu kalulu naye badde nungi nnyo aba akola enteekateeka initiative eyo salutations. Ebadde initiative nungi nnyo era nga kibadde kyakabi nnyo. Ebadde okujjukiza ebyali mu kalulu, abantu ngeri gye baafaamu, president engeri gye bamutulugunya, just snippets of the entire 3 months of non-stop campaign. At a later date maybe tuyinza okufunayo, I don't know, naba so what do funda time in compiling so much because I have each and everything with me. Now you just resources. Okola documentary abakibadde bayinza okunyumiza. Yeah. waliwo kati ali mu kwegomba waliwo ali mu kwegomba ka music akali mu background nagambye genda ku JB Muwonge radio ojja busangayo bonna oli mu kwegomba JB ka music ako nkafunye ntya toyinza kasanga walala wonna wano wokka. Wano wokka wosobola okukasanga. No radio yaffe eya JB Muwonge radio eriko ebintu bingi lwakuba nti it's an online radio sigamba nti erina frequency naye nga singa nsobola n'okufuna omuntu asobola okugiddukanya lwakuba baaba okufuna abantu nga bakolera bwereere nga si baakusasula oyinza okutambula okuva e Masaka paka Ggulu oba okuva e Mbaala paka Arua gwe okufuna omuntu nga they can dedicate obudde si kyangu naye nga tujja tuukayo. Alright guys, tujja kuba tuddamu lunaku lugenda kuba luwanca sigenda sukako wano ndi mu kusettinga up mbatereyo speech y'omukulembeze artist ngenda okumaliriza live broadcast eno nga speech y'omukulembeze maze okubeera nga ngibateerayo mubeere nga musobola ogisharinga far and wide yeah. Embeera wema Kafeero Abe ayagala kudownloadinga music nja kuteekako download option ku radio that's www.jbmuwonge.com/jbmuwonge radio nja teekako option ya download. I believe it is possible, yeah. Over, I don't know. I'll find a way. Don't worry about that. I'll find a way. Itopo tambule urugendo ruwangu situka tutambule gakalinga butambula
ti embeera weemalamu amaanyi naye topowa tugende topowa tutambule olugendo luwanvu ti emyaka gibadde mingi